Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. I got a radio show. Real grateful for that. You know, it's funny. I remember when I first started out in radio, a lot of my peers laughed at me. Some of it was being mean-spirited. Some of it was just, mocking me. I'm used to stuff like that. But I had as a special guest on my show, Joel Osteen. And you know something, man, he said something that was, I can't remember the scripture. I don't know exactly how it went. Like we were having a long conversation, but the gist of it was, don't be upset with where you are now, and don't be upset with the small things in your life. Be grateful for the small things and the small position that you have right now, because you don't know where that's going. You don't know what that's going to be one day. You don't know what that's going to lead to. And that was very warming to hear him say that. But it also reminded me of when I started in radio, how small it was. It reminded me of when I started in stand-up making $25 a show. It reminds me of not having a home at a period in my life and what God has allowed me to live in now. So don't be distraught over your position now, and don't be ungrateful or unappreciative for the things you have now, because you don't know what that's going to grow into. And that's really the gist of that I got from what he was saying. I just wanted to share that with you, that where you are now is so temporary, because now, like I've said before, now is a fleeting moment. Right after you finish saying now, that moment that you claimed as now, that's gone. So the where you are now is a very fleeting process. Now, you can change where you are now, and you can change how you feel about where you're at now, and you can change about where you're going by simply changing your mind. It is no different. I'm telling you, folks, the thing that I've learned about successful people is not so much of what they do. It's not what they have. The biggest thing I've learned about successful people is how they think. That's the thing that's different. It's how they think. And I'm telling you that you can change the way you think on any subject and start becoming successful towards that starting now. You have to understand that, man. The biggest difference I've noticed between successful people and non-successful people is how they think. I was reading where this guy said that he was taught all wrong about money. He said that his father was very negative about money. All throughout his life, he heard his father say, people who got money have walked on somebody to get it or cheated somebody to get it. People who have money, money is the root of all evil. Money is this, and people who got money, don't deserve it. They've done something wrong to get it, yada, yada. So he said he grew up the whole time thinking that having money was something was wrong with that. He discovered that it wasn't. Look, you can choose to be successful any way you want to. I've chosen several ways to be successful. I want to be a very, very successful father. I think that's one of the things that's paramount in my life, that I really am working hard right now to become a successful father. Not a successful father in terms of money, but a successful father in terms of offering the amount of love and guidance and leadership and the example that my children need to look at. And that's what I'm really, really working hard at now. I want to be successful as a father, but I want to be successful as a husband. I want Marjorie to always know that she can count on me, to not have to wonder about me or look for me. I want her to feel secure in the fact that I really have gotten it right, that I really am focused on being a good husband to her, because it means so much to me. So I'm working hard on a lot of levels. I'm working hard. I'm trying very strong to be a successful motivator of people. I want to be a sharer of information to people that will uplift others and give others the same things that I've learned through the trials and tribulations of my life, but at the same time share that information and use the power of this microphone to uplift people, not to destroy. My show is not about, guess what so-and-so said, guess what so-and-so did. I don't like mean-spirited things about people. I joke with people who call in, that's another thing. but I don't like destroying people with the power of the microphone. So I'm working very hard on being successful in a lot of areas of my life. Now, also, I do care about being financially successful too, because my father, one of the gifts he gave me was a very simple gift. He told me a long time ago, he said, son, the best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. And that stuck with me. And this was a hard-working man who was a coal miner, who worked construction his entire life. My father didn't have an easy life, man. My father didn't sit behind a microphone. My father didn't come to work and people cheered for him. My father wasn't famous. My father was just a go-get-it dude. Now, he instilled that in me, and I've taken that and applied it to my craft, and I thank God for him for that. But I do try to be financially successful so that I can do some things with it to help some other people. Now, am I opposed to having nice things? No. Do I apologize for having nice things? No. And why should I? I work. You know, I'm not on the radio asking to give me money, you know, so I can go buy a car. I'm working, so I don't feel how you want to feel, and other people do feel that way about it. But if success in terms of finance is what you're lacking, you can go about the business of doing that. I'm writing a book, and that whole book is about teaching people how to become successful. And man, I'm breaking it down in a way where everybody can get it, man, because I want the college student to get it. You know, I want the working mom to get it, the single mom to get it, the hardworking father that's been trying to hold his family together can get it, the father that ain't ever got it together and feel that because of that reason he can't be the father he needs to be. I'm writing something, man, to put it into words to let you know that God is a forgiving God, and that God is a merciful God, and that God can get you out of any situation you find yourself in. You just can't beat yourself up every time you make a mistake. I make mistakes all the time, man. I just got to remind myself to get up. I ask God for forgiveness. I call on his mercy and his grace, and I get up and I go again. But it's coming, man. And if finance success is what you want, you got to change your mind. You got to start thinking about how to produce it. The first thing you do is you got to ask. You got to ask to have a life and have a life more abundantly. That's a scripture, that he comes to you to give you life and to give you life more abundantly. That's a scripture. That ain't a joke. That ain't a theory. That's a fact. And the fact that if you don't have a life of abundance, you can get that by asking. Then it starts by believing. And the how-to, don't even worry about that. He takes care of that himself. He'll send the stuff your way. But you got to be willing to put some effort in this thing now, and you can do it. Okay, I know I was a little around the place today, but that's what it was. So, you know, let's go get it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality,
this guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, rise and shine, everybody across the country. Give yourself that stretch, that moan and yawn. Sit on the edge of the bed, thank the man, and then you got to get up, get out, and get something. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. The nephew is holding it down. Uncle Steve is out on vacation, and you can't do it without the beautiful ladies. That will be Carla Farrell, Shirley Strawberry, Mississippi Montica, and then there is the favorite play cousin in the land, Kia Junior Boy Spates. Up in here. Top on this Monday morning. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
How about you?
You can't ask how we're doing and then not tell us how you're doing.
I am capped out. Let me just say that. I am capped out, okay? Mm-hmm. I ain't been to Tampa Bay. I've been to Kappa Bay. That's where I've been. Kappa Bay from Wednesday to Saturday. Had a great family day in the park on Saturday. And then last night, that boy acted a doggone fool in Redondo Beach. Yes, he did.
Nice.
What?
That?
What?
Nice.
Stupid times 12 and then multiply it again times 15, and that's what you get. You get Nephew Tommy and friends. That's what you get. Stupid times 12, and then multiply it again by 15, and that's what you get.
Different man.
So yeah,
you had a great time.
Yeah, so I get to breathe a little bit, and then it's Nashville. I'm gonna breathe a little bit. Gonna pick right back up. Cashville, Nashville. I'm a little upset with the country singer George Strait. He has all the hotels just completely sold out in Nashville. Completely sold out. But me and my crew have managed to find a few rooms so we can live and knock out this coming weekend at Zany's. So we gonna still have a good time. And if I run into George Strait, I'm gonna tell him exactly how I feel about him taking up all these hotels. So people come from all over to see George Strait, in case you didn't know that.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's a country singer. He's singing.
I know that, but I mean, is that it? I mean, it's not like a convention or the Country Music Awards or anything?
It feels like a convention when George Strait comes to town. That's what it feels like.
All my exes live in Texas.
All my exes, that's right.
Right. Legend. Country music legend.
Legendary.
Man.
Well,
so that's
let me tell you what I did, Tommy.
Yeah, that's my past week. What's y'all's?
I went to see the Barbie movie. It is so good. Women empowerment. Every female needs to go see this movie. It is not what you think. It is deep. You will be crying, and it is uplifting women.
Hold on, Carla.
Crying at the Barbie movie? Yes.
Really?
The Barbie movie?
Yes. Yes.
Did Ken do something wrong? What happened?
Ken was off the chain. Hi, Ken. Hi,
Barbie. Ken was off the chain.
Ken was off the chain. Ken was on one. Yeah.
So were people dressed up?
Yeah, I had on my Barbie t-shirt. People were dressed up in their pink and all that. They got into it. Movie theater had Barbie cocktail drinks. It was fun. It was a fun experience. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
Now, what about the controversy that men are upset and all that about the movie?
Who cares? Every time it's about us, they get a little attitude.
That's right.
Women empowerment.
All right. Listen, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. Nephew, what you got?
Let me tell you something. Some of these celebrities are not up for these pranks, okay? Check this out. This right here is Keith Sweat. Uh-oh.
Hello. Hey, I'm trying to reach Manny. Is this Manny?
Nah, this ain't Manny, man. This is Sweat. Who's this, man?
Hey, this Raheem, man. Wow, this Sweat. Okay. Hey, Mr. Keith, we got people down here. You're supposed to be here at the record store, man, right here in Harlem, and we got people wrapped around the building. You're supposed to be here signing these CDs, man, but it's been over an hour. These people been standing here waiting on y'all.
Yo, man, I don't know nothing about no record store, and number two, I don't know nothing about doing no signing, man. Who set this up, man? I don't know.
I mean, the name I was given was Manny. Who was Manny?
Manny's my road manager, but he don't set things up, man. He's a road manager. He's not my manager. He just handles my stuff on the road. But I was never told I was supposed to be nowhere to do anything, man. I mean, normally when somebody tell me and them have an understanding that I book what I'm supposed to do. So I don't know nothing about this, my brother.
Okay, well, we got to get this taken care of. We got people wrapped around the building. We got over 100 people outside the store.
My brother, I don't know nothing about no signing, for real.
Okay, well, are you hearing what I'm saying to you, man? We got people outside the building waiting for you to arrive to sign some CDs. Now, what I'm supposed to tell these people?
Yo, I don't know what you're supposed to tell them, man. I mean, you know, and it's kind of like you raising your voice, dude. First of all, I don't even know who you are calling me like this. I told you, man, I didn't set nothing up, man. And, you know, I mean, I don't even know who gave you my number.
I got this as a contact number. Manny is the person I'm supposed to be talking to, and Mr. Sweat was supposed to arrive here at 12 noon. We've been advertising this for the last 2 weeks.
I mean, no disrespect to you, but I don't think you hear me, man. I don't know nothing about a signing. If I knew about a signing or I knew I had a signing session, I wouldn't have the people sitting around or standing around like that. That's not what I do. But no one informed me that nothing like this was going down today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Okay, but look, man, now that you realize people are here waiting, what are you going to do? What am I supposed to tell them?
Man, there's nowhere in the world I can get down there and do a signing at this time, late time right now, man. I mean, you know.
You need to get your bag and that. You need to try to get yourself down here, man.
Well, first of all, I mean, what did you just say? I think you just called me out my name or something, man. What did you just say to me, man?
No. I'm saying you need to try and come on down and sign these CDs for these people, man. These people are here. They're waiting in line. They've been waiting over an hour on you. Now this not gonna look good. This is the day.
Dude, I'm feeling you, and I understand now. I understand what you're saying to me, but there's no way I can get down there, man. You just gonna have to reschedule this, or we gonna have to reschedule this. I apologize for the misunderstanding, but bottom line is I knew nothing about this.
Hold on a second, Mr. Anderson. This is Mr. Sweat. He's saying he don't know anything about being here. I'm telling him we got people all wrapped all around the building. He don't care.
Yo, dude, I didn't say I didn't care. I said there's nothing I could do. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, man. Don't put words in my mouth, my brother.
What do you want me to do?
All you got to do is reschedule it for another time, man. That's what you do.
Hold on, man. I'm talking to my boss. I'm trying to figure out how to get. We got people finna get mad, man, because you're not here. Okay? Man, he needs his whoop, man. He does. Say what?
I don't know nothing about that, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. All I know is that nobody told me about that. I'll call Manny. I don't do things unless I know where it's coming from.
So ain't no way you can get yourself down here.
First of all, man, you don't talk to me like I'm your child, man. Back up on what you saying, dude.
Hey, man, we having a problem. This is supposed to be one of the biggest days of our record store, and you just so calm and collected, like it's not a problem with you.
What I'm supposed to do, man, when I didn't know nothing about it, I understand it's a problem. It's a problem to me because it made me look like I'm a no-show. But, dude, I'm telling you again, I knew nothing about this, man.
Hold on 1 second. Take all his damn CDs off the shelf. Every last one of them.
Yo, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You losing your darn mind right now, man. I'm not trying to disrespect you, dude, but you really losing your mind right now. You doing something you ain't got no business doing, man. I said reschedule the situation, man. Tomorrow, the day after.
How we rescheduling when the album drops today, man?
Okay, well, there's nothing I could do about this, dude. Nothing.
Wait. Sound like you raising your voice at me.
I'm raising my voice, man, because you disrespect me. You don't call my phone going off like I'm somebody's child, like I'm your child, dude. Man, you don't talk to me like that, man. Come on.
So you can't stop what you doing and bring your butt down here to the record store.
No, I can't stop what I'm doing. No, I can't stop what I'm doing, man.
So what you doing right now that's so important, you can't come.
Man, it ain't none of your business what I'm doing right now, dude. I'm saying I knew nothing about this, man. So I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you like I gotta explain to you why I gotta stop what I'm doing to come down there. I knew nothing about it. It's not my fault, dude. You need to take this up with somebody who scheduled this because I didn't schedule it.
There's a right and a wrong way to do somebody, Mr. Sweat.
Oh, man, come on now. You reciting my songs, man. Come on, man.
Okay, no problem. I'm just going to go out here and tell everybody in the line, Mr. Sweat don't want to come, okay? And I'm taking all of the damn CDs off the shelf because you don't want to stand up and be the celebrity that you're supposed to be.
Man, okay, now, you know what, man? You do what you got to do, man. At this point, you do what you got to do, man. But, who am I talking to anyway?
This Raheem, man.
Raheem.
I work here at the store.
Okay, well, I'll see you, Raheem. You go ahead and do what you're getting ready to do, and I'll come and see you, dude.
What you mean you gonna see me? What that mean?
I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you. That's what it means. I'll see you.
Okay, because the bottom line is, man, Tommy said you was gonna come. He the one said you was gonna come sign.
Tommy who? Now you, Raheem, Tommy, who the hell is the Tommy?
Tommy, man, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Swear I got you.
Boy, man, you know what? Man, y'all tripping, boy, for real. Man, you don't even understand what you was getting ready to make me do, dude. You crazy, boy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have anything better to do than call me and mess with me, man.
I knew the album was dropping, man. I said, I'm getting him today. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Boy, you crazy, boy. Oh, man, let me get off this phone, man. Y'all do what y'all do. Boy, you don't even understand.
I swear, man, I had to get you, dog. Look here, I know you got your show, but you got to tell me what is the baddest radio show in the morning.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Get off my phone, nephew Tommy.
What? What?
You gonna get it.
Got him.
Ooh, Sweater's a gangster. I'm just letting y'all know.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the RTLO. That is the Ready to Love officer.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Jamie Foxx Did you guys see this? Jamie Foxx addressed his fans.
I saw it.
Yes. In an Instagram video and said he is on the road to recovery. We'll talk about that. The investigation into the murder of Tupac is underway again. This is almost 30 years later. And then we'll weigh in on the Carly Russell kidnapping saga. That's all coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, as promised, it is time to ask the RTLO. That is the Ready to Love officer and Junior. Here we go. This one's from Lena in Miami. Lena writes, on a whim, I moved to Miami to be with the man I met online. I found out he's married when his wife showed up at his place at 3 a.m. because she lost her house key. She was very nice and apologetic. And can he be trusted or should I leave him? That's Lena's question.
This don't sound crazy to you?
I'm telling you.
His wife showed up at his place, not their place, his place. So right there that's already confusing. Now the wife is nice. That's even more confusing. Only when you need to run for the hills. This right here already sounds crazy. In a minute, all y'all gonna be in one bedroom. I'm telling you, I know crazy when I hear. I know. And you talking about Miami. You know how wild Miami is, baby girl? And you moved there for him? First of all, you moved there for a married man. Now you find out he married. Now all you want to know, what was her last question?
Well, you answered that. You told her to run to the hills. She said, can he be trusted or should I leave him?
Trusted.
Trust Poppy. Trust Poppy.
You want to trust Poppy. Poppy to have you move in. Poppy married. Poppy wife come over. She cool, though. She cool.
She's so nice.
At 3 in the morning. Man, if you don't get your butt back to where you came from. Junior.
She's nice.
No, Tommy, I just don't understand this. I don't know how you get up and just move to Miami behind a man that's married. I mean, what was you doing on the app? Did you ask any questions? Any questions on that dating app? Did you ask any? Because you didn't move all the way to Miami for a married man. And his wife is nice to you. Nice usually ends up on First 48.
Oh.
Okay.
Or
Forensic Files.
Yeah.
Because it sounds crazy to me. Okay.
Yeah.
No, don't trust him. Go home.
All right, Lena, you heard it.
Smile now, die later. Hello.
Moving on to Quincy in Huntsville.
No.
Quincy says, there's a new female at my job, and I know for a fact that my cousin has slept with her, but I want to take her out and get to know her better. Should I tell her up front who my cousin is or keep it to myself and see if I can get with her too?
Let's find out first if your cousin cool with you stepping to her. Let's get it straight on the family side first. Now, once cousin give you the green light, you going on over there, and you don't even have to bring up cousin yet, because that might be a situation where she would feel a little uncomfortable, okay? Because the objective for you is to do what? What? This ain't about love, and you know this ain't about love. You know what this about. You trying to do exactly what your cousin did. Now, if you that's what you, I'm just telling you, if you're trying to do what your cousin did, don't tell her nothing about your cousin till afterwards. Now, if you're trying to go in there for this love thing, if you want some, okay, that's right. I'm ready to love. Really though, you need to talk to her. You need to tell her that I know there's a situation with you and my cousin that transpired in the past, but I have great feelings and emotions for you, and I'd like to take you out. And how do you feel about that? I gave you Tommy and Thomas right there. Go ahead.
There it is.
So just lie to her, basically, is what you're saying.
The first one was lie. The first one.
Yeah.
Junior, what you got?
No, I'm with T. I'm telling you right now, this is exactly what that is. Because look at this. It's Huntsville, okay? Huntsville. You think your cousin. Wait till you find out your friend. Everybody know everybody in Huntsville, Alabama. Come on.
Love and marriage, huh?
Come on. You think Marceau don't know Quincy? You know Marceau don't know Quincy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Martell.
Come on now.
And Martell.
They know Quincy.
They know him. Everybody know everybody. Don't play this, man. You know what your goal is.
Melody.
Yeah.
All of them. All the M's. All the
you know
M's.
what your goal is.
Accomplish your goal.
No, you just want to get with her. Okay, cool. That's your goal. So we know.
All right. Moving on to Olani in Virginia Beach. Olani writes, I borrowed some money from my ex, and the only thing he'll accept as repayment is a sexual favor. I don't want to get back addicted to having sex with him. He's way too good in the bedroom, and he knows it. How do I get this man to accept my money? And not my honey?
Well, he done already told you now. He done told you. The money is not accepted here. So now, how many times you got to pay this favor back to add up to this money? Because you claiming it's addictive. Now, is one go round gonna have you just that head over heels? How much do you owe? You got to figure out how much not behind. You got to figure out how much.
Are you crazy?
I'm trying to.
Yes, he is.
What do you call? How much cookie do you owe? I mean, how do we say this? What? I mean, it's a cookie bank, Carla. I mean, how much cookie do you owe? You got to figure that out. And how much you gonna pay back?
Yeah,
see right there. See, that's what ladies do when they borrow some money.
It's a real simple solution. Just owe them, whatever.
You in debt now. Come on. You have to pay that. Okay. You have to get over there and get the stripping. You got to start taking clothes off. You have to get over there and start kicking them shoes off. Ask him to unzip you, because y'all always need somebody help to unzip you. Just tell him to unzip your dress. Unzip me, please. Let's just get this over with. Y'all need some help. So just go ahead and get to paying this debt. You know what this is?
And every time some clothes hit the floor, let them know how much that costs.
Yeah.
The stockings. Oh, that's $200.
Stockings?
Yeah. Does somebody wear stockings?
Put on everything you can put on.
Yes.
That way, when you start taking it off, all that costs. Shoes, $100. Stockings, $200. Dress, $500. We finna eat up this little what we owe. We finna get up out of this little old budget.
That's how you get out of debt.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. That's the plan.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
All right. Last one, guys. Last one. This is from Aria in Hackensack. Aria writes, my man is almost 30 years older than me. 30 years. We've been together for 18 years, but we've never gotten married. He's been diagnosed with a major illness, and if he dies, I'll be poor and homeless. Should I ask about his will or wait until he's 100% better?
What?
What, guys? What?
You ain't in no damn will. That's what you think? You think you in the
18
will?
years they've been together. 18.
And that's her fault. That's her fault. All this her fault.
So he didn't make any provisions for her in 18
No, he ain't made no provisions.
Come on now.
No.
He didn't make no marriage for her. What you mean provisions? He ain't looking out for her.
And his kids
You ain't in the will.
All his money.
Yeah.
His kids get
You need to start looking around for somebody that's younger than him and find you somebody else. It's time to make a move. So you need to start getting yourself together.
You better start getting medications and herbs and everything together. You need him to stay alive, is what you need. you need to start getting D-Herbs full body cleanse. You need to get them. You need to get some vitamins. Elevate you. You need all of this.
You need Dr. Sabi.
All right, guys.
You need everything.
Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
Did you just cough?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect. But in reality,
This guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
you can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Late Friday night or early Saturday morning, Jamie Foxx posted a video on Instagram with the caption, quote, "Thank you a billion to everybody. Been a long road, but all the prayers, great people, and God got me through." Without going into specific details of his illness, Jamie spoke about his medical crisis that happened back in April, and he expressed his gratitude for his sister and his oldest daughter who carried him through his ordeal. In regards to all of the rumors he's heard, he confirmed that he's not paralyzed, and he jokingly confirmed that he's not blind, nor is he cloned. That rumor was going around as well. Jamie looks great, and we wish him well as he continues to heal.
Yeah,
he
so
did look
amazing.
good. He did look good. Yeah.
He looked real good, man.
Yeah.
Power of healing, power of prayer of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He said
Some
he'd
people
been
would
through
just
hell and
write
back.
Some people would just write you off, man. I'm so glad you're doing good.
Yeah, absolutely. In other news, the unsolved murder case of Tupac Shakur has been reopened in Las Vegas nearly 30 years after his murder. Las Vegas police issued a search warrant for the home of Dwayne Keith D. Davis, as they reportedly have substantial reason to believe Keith D. had motive to murder Tupac. Sources close to the case indicated that 60-year-old Keith D. is a self-proclaimed Southside Compton Crip gang member, one of Tupac's known rivals, and an original suspect from the 1996 murder investigation. In a 2018 article in the LV Review Journal, Keith D. confessed to taking part in Tupac's killing. Also in his tell-all memoir, Compton Street Legend, Keith D. wrote that he was in the white Cadillac that pulled up next to Tupac and Suge Knight during the shootout that killed Pac back in 1996. He described himself as one of two remaining living witnesses who saw the murder up close, the other person allegedly being Suge Knight. In the raid of Keith D's house, investigators seized computers, hard drives, and magazine articles about Tupac. We will be watching this case, of course, out of Las Vegas for new developments. Wow.
He wrote that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You murder someone, you know, if they have evidence, then
gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
For that crime, for sure. Wow.
Or whatever.
I had no idea they were still investigating this case. I had no
30
idea.
years. I had no idea it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And finally, I don't know, do we even want to talk about this, or we want to wait until we hear the second part of her interview with investigators? I'm talking, of course, about Carly Russell. She's still all over the news. Is this not a very bizarre case, and it's a bizarre turn of events have taken place in this alleged Carly Russell kidnapping? It's just so much going on, so many twists and turns, and
I mean,
wow.
all of this. The fact that they found her computer history, she was taken, she looked at Amber Alerts. Mm-hmm. This was all, seemed like it was all planned, and it
premeditated.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm scheduled this Thursday to be kidnapped, and I'll be back on Monday. Okay, I'm scheduling my kidnapping too. Because that's what you did. She scheduled the kidnap. Yeah, she scheduled it.
Well, listen, I just left L.A. and Justice Smollett say she lied. I'm just trying. I don't mean no. I'm just saying. Justice say she lied. And if
what is the Justice Smollett going on? Huh?
Juicy Smollett.
Oh my goodness! But it's really sad because it seems like at the end of the day, she did this out of rejection from the boyfriend.
From the boyfriend. Yeah.
And this is what she did, and that's some mental illness, that's some issues coping and
have to deal with. Yeah.
That she has to deal with. Mm-hmm. And that's really sad because social media, celebrities, everyone got behind this case, wanting attention, making it clear that this black woman says she's been kidnapped. Don't sweep this under the rug. Have that same energy you have when there's a missing white woman.
That's
all
right.
of these
all
things.
Of that.
Yeah. And we still have to do these things just because
this one
she
case
did what she did as a hoax, as a prank, and she need medical attention. I think, in my opinion, we still have to keep going. We still got to look for missing
missing black women, and people of color. Meanwhile, her boyfriend has unfollowed her, and then he came back and asked people to stop bullying her.
Bullying,
and then of course we talked about this last week. Yeah, the jokes and all of that. Stop.
What you
like what I just did.
Oh,
like
yeah, we just did. Yeah.
Like what we did.
I'm not stopping that.
He want us to stop.
The comedians.
I'm not.
He didn't stop.
I don't give it. I hope your ass come up missing again. Here, there go another.
Oh, gosh.
See, there go another. Not
so where's that baby?
Me and Tommy not stopping jokes. We not
where's
stopping.
that baby? She said she's stopping.
Yeah.
What time?
Yeah, hit another one. And did you get the wig? Because the wig was out there too.
The baby and the wig.
The baby and the wig.
Where is that at?
This is really something. So we're going to follow this.
Ask us to quit the jokes.
And bring you the updates. That was from her boyfriend.
Hey, you unfollowed her. See, just put it back on him. You unfollowed her. Me and
That's
Tommy
what started all this.
Yeah, we're not stopping.
Right.
All right.
Boy, yeah, you started it.
We're moving on, guys. Coming up at 20 minutes after, Carla is going to reveal our Forever President Summer playlist. We'll get it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, our forever president, Barack Obama, has leaked his summer playlist, and Carla's got it. So, Carla, what is he listening to while he's grilling, while he's chilling in the back of the limo?
Grilling and chilling.
He's so cool.
Yes. Well, our forever president, Barack Obama, he shared his summer 2023 playlist on Twitter. So he tweeted that he's got a mix of old and new, which he always does every year. He has a mix of old and new. So, for example, 42 tracks on his playlist. Scissors, Snooze. That's a fire joint. I like that. I like that, Prez. Drake's Who Told You, Stevie Wonder's Golden Lady. He went back and got that. Yes. Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj's Princess Diana. Just heard that on the radio a few minutes ago. John Coltrane's Blue Train. Nas, The World Is Yours. It is. He also has Pac, Marvin Gaye, Ike and Tina, Janet Jackson, Otis Redding. Just a nice mixture of old and new. But you know, former President Obama loves music. He is a huge music fan. And his wife.
He can dance a little bit.
And he can sing, yeah.
Remember when he was singing Al Green, Let's Stay Together? Remember that? Or was it Love and Happiness? I think it was Let's Stay Together. What you got, Junior?
Let's Stay Together.
I'm just asking, do we know what Tupac song he got?
Back in elementary. Dear mama.
Now, he don't have no Digital Underground on there, Carla?
No, he don't have Humpty on there.
Humpty Dance is not on there?
Make it.
I gotta talk to
R.I.P. though, and you know, R.I.P. to Shock G, Digital Underground.
Yeah.
But pretty much, Tommy, we know that's on your summer playlist.
Yes.
So let's get to it. You got Digital Underground. What else you got?
I got some Kirk Franklin. I got some Anthony Hamilton. I got a lot of Fantasia. You hear me? What?
Yeah.
I got some Tasia, boy.
She can
when
sing.
I see you, that's my song. I put your exes in my mirror.
Yeah.
I tell you what's on my playlist, Junior. We talked about this last week. Too Short. Blow the whistle.
Come on.
I got Blow the Whistle.
Yeah, you gotta have Blow the Whistle.
But y'all need some Gregory Porter in your life. I'm telling you, man. You got to get you some Gregory Porter in your life, okay?
Okay.
We like
Charlie
that.
Wilson.
Good.
Charlie.
All day.
Yeah, I got old and new, just like President Obama. I love SZA. I like her jam, Kill Bill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
I love that one. You're right.
Yes,
Kill Bill is good.
Yeah. So they got some hits out there. I like Coco Jones. It's just a lot of good music out there right now. R&B. And of course,
For sure.
50th anniversary of hip hop. You know we got some hip hop on there.
I got some Donny Hathaway.
All right, so.
And I got Layla Hathaway.
Yeah. All right, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, Florida's Board of Education guidelines on the teaching of slavery are just unbelievable. Wait till you hear this right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, well, listen to what the Florida Board of Education's doing. They have new academic guidelines on the teaching of slavery, tailoring, domestic service, blacksmithing, transportation. This curriculum highlights how some white people served as allies throughout different areas of American history and the white political leaders who fought on behalf of African Americans. Of course, the Florida Board of Education has faced tons of backlash for these newly approved standards on teaching teaching Black history. And the president of the Florida Education Association, his name is Andrew Spar, has slammed the curriculum changes in a statement released last week. Governor DeSantis is pursuing a political agenda guaranteed to set good people against one another, and in the process, he's cheating our kids. Spar also said they deserve the full truth of American history, the good and the bad. Okay, tell it all if you're going to tell it. Yeah, I mean, isn't the reason they're not teaching critical race theory is because it made some white people uncomfortable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't want to tell the whole story. But now you got the audacity to twist it and try to say we benefited from this.
Yeah, I'm highly uncomfortable with this.
It's not a twist. It's a bold-faced lie.
Lies.
You're trying to replace history with lies.
And not tell the true story. Tell the story.
That's right.
Story.
We built this country for free.
How dare you say that?
We got skills.
Painting, carpentry, tailoring, domestic service.
That's an insult.
Y'all forced them to do.
It really is.
It's insult.
It's slavery.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You forced them to do this.
They lost their mind.
Ron DeSantis.
This guy has completely lost his mind. So is there a way to block this?
Well, I mean, you got the president of the Florida Education Association, Andrew Spar, who's speaking out against it. You know, he said it's cheating our kids for sure. And like you said, they deserve the full truth of American history. So yeah, people are fighting against it and speaking out against it. And of course, go to the polls. Go to the polls when it's your turn.
Vote.
You know,
Vice President Kamala Harris spoke out against it. The president of the NAACP is speaking out against this. So it's just like what we've been telling you all the entire time. You have to vote. You have to register to vote.
You got to register first.
Have to vote. This man, DeSantis, wants to be the president of this country.
Imagine.
You think he just gonna stop at Florida?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How cute do you want the story to be? How cute does it need to be for you? Because you're trying to rewrite it. What part you want to cut out so you don't look so bad?
How much they want to cut out? The beatings, the enslavement, period. They want all that cut out.
I'm a Black third grader in Florida. Mm-hmm. And my mama and them done told me what didn't happen to us. Mm-hmm. And I sit here and got to be demeaned at school.
Yeah.
At school. Yeah. Devalued at school.
Yeah.
But but see, they're saying middle school teachers. So if you're talking third grade, so you're elementary. So wait, let me finish though. You're taught history about your culture and your people at home. Right. So they're saying by the time you get to middle school in Florida, they gonna turn it around, wipe it all out. Then they're going to lie to you based on what you've been told. And the rest of the world knows the history of this country. Yeah. It ain't just Florida. We all know that.
Right. And what they're trying to do basically is make it sound like, oh, slavery wasn't that bad. They learned things, you know, they learned skills. It wasn't so bad as what they're saying it was.
It's the guilt. It's taking the guilt away from the educators so they don't feel guilty. Well, do better. Since you know the history of what happened to Black people in this country, you ain't got to feel bad about what your ancestors have done. Do better. Fix it. Moving forward.
If it ain't so bad, let me do it to you for 30 days.
Let me whip you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what they want you to think. All right. We're moving on. What a crazy story. We're going to watch that one. We're moving on. Coming up next. No, it makes you mad, right? It gets you riled up. Coming up next, it is the nephew and today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, when I want it, he doesn't. When I want it, he doesn't. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory right there. But we'll get into it in just a few, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
You prayed for a job. Okay. You prayed for a job. You bowed your head and you prayed for a job, and here it is. We're going to give you a job. Cat dog, if you would, she prayed for... That doggone nephew, time of that boy crazy. Nashville, Tennessee, I'm finna bring Stupid straight up in Cashville. So y'all get ready. It's going down this weekend. That would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And for you grown and sexies that don't like to be out too late, I got Sunday ready for you. 4:00 p.m. show. When you leave the house, it's daylight. When you get back in, it's daylight. You like that, don't you? That's Sunday, 4:00. All right. 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 on Sunday. The nephew is coming to town. Laying in the cut, it is New Orleans, Junior Boy. That would be August the 12th. Junior Boy, who is on the show?
Let me go
in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Who on that show, man? Let me go ahead and run it down to the people. Listen, you got Tony Roberts, Dominique, nephew Tommy, myself, and it's headlined by the legend, the queen of comedy herself, Monique. That's who's on that show.
August 12th, Saturday night.
Lakefront Arena.
Stupid on so many different levels. Boy, that boy Tony Roberts and Dominique and you and me and Mo. I don't know. That's a lot of stupid. That's a burrito of stupid right there. It's all wrapped and tight together.
And it's in the NO, yeah?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Right after that, the nephew will be headed to Greenville, South Carolina. Nephew Tommy and friends. That is on the 19th, and then laying in the cut at the Howard Theater, Washington, D.C. Here I come. 2 nights, the 25th and 26th, Friday and Saturday, Washington, D.C., Howard Theater. Tickets on sale right now. Stupid is moving around this country, Shirley. Do you see
You're on tour. Stupid
the same way this heat moving around, Shirley. Stupid. The same way this heat moving around. Stupid right up in there. I don't know why they don't have me on the weather forecast. I don't know why they don't.
Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, when I want it, he doesn't. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect. But in reality,
this guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, it is time for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to SteveHarveyFM.com. All you have to do is click on Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, when I want it, he doesn't. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I have been together for 5 years, and we've been married almost a year. In our premarital counseling, the only thing we didn't agree on is the frequency of sex in our marriage. I have always been the aggressor in our sex life, and that was weird to me and our pastor, who was counseling us. My pastor offered to do a private session with my husband to see if there was anything in his past that's holding him back and making sex less enjoyable for him. My man declined the offer and said he was fine physically. During the last 2 months of our marriage, my husband has really cut back on sex. If I even act like I might want to touch him, he acts like he's so very tired, or he acts like he is really into the TV show he's watching. I moved the TV in our bedroom from in front of our bed to the sitting area so he will not have any reason to avoid my advances. I have put on lingerie trying to entice him him, but it never works. I can see that he is very much in the mood to do it, but he won't. Instead, he will wake me up on a random Saturday morning when he knows I've got to get to a sorority meeting, and then he's ready for sex. He does all of that so he can throw it up in my face later like, you remember the time I was ready and willing and you turned me down? This is all a game for him, and I'm starting to think someone else is taking care of his sexual needs. It is affecting my self-esteem because I feel powerful and loved after sex, but lately I've felt so inadequate. Could he be loving on someone else? If so, why won't he tell me? Well, if that is happening, if he is loving on someone else, like you say, that is not some information that he's going to volunteer. He's not going to just open up and tell you that. For that to happen, he would have to do something really, really stupid, get caught in the act, or change his behavior in some way. And even then, he'll lie to get out of it. And you already said that he's been rationing out the sex since before you guys got married. Even the pastor tried to help, but your husband said he's fine physically. Clearly, he's not in this situation. You guys are married. What is the problem? There's definitely some drama going on with him. It could be medical, it could be physical, or it could be that he feels some kind of way about you. So the bottom line is you need to get to the reason he's rejecting you, because that's what this is all about. You're ready. He's not. When you want it, he doesn't. You said you've always been the aggressor when it comes to intimacy. Why is that? And you married him anyway. You've got to talk to him. You've got to find out what the problem is. You got to treat this situation with some urgency. You've invested almost 6 years in this relationship/marriage. You need and deserve some answers. And please do not continue to wait for him to bring it up, because he's not going to tell you what's going on. That's not going to happen. You have to do this on your own. You need to get with him immediately. Tommy?
It's you. Let's just get right to it. There is not a man walking that does not want it as much as he can get it. It's you. There's something about you that does not turn this man on. I don't know what it is. I have no earthly idea, but there's something about you that he does not like or does not want intimately. He does not want it. All right. If you telling me that he looks like he wants it, he's ready and does not approach it, then guess what? It's you. It's something about you that's not turning him on. There's something about you that makes him say, I'm going to pump the brakes on this. I'm not going to do that. Something about you. Your pastor can't help this situation. And I'm going to tell you another doggone thing. What you going to do is put that damn TV back where it was. Okay? You're not finna be moving this damn TV now. Because I need my remote at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I need my TV. Okay? That in Tommy's household, I got to have that remote. Yeah. And I got to have it. I can barely sleep as it is. So I got to have my late night Columbo on my TV. I got to have that. Okay? You're not finna move my TV because you're not getting what you want. Okay? You really ain't finna get what you want now. You done move my doggone TV. So it's you, baby girl. There's something about you that he does not like. I don't know if it's something that you're doing sexually.
Yeah, what is
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's that you just don't turn him on. But my big question to you is, if it was already lacking in the beginning, why did you marry this man? Why would you do that? If you're not getting what evidently you got to have, if you're not getting it before marriage, what made you walk down the aisle and say, we'll fix that part later? If that part is already broken, what makes you think you can fix that later on? That's gotta be, that's one of your boxes that's got to be checked. Mm-hmm. So it's got to be checked. And if you going down the line of your boxes, he's a good man, he does this, he provides, he does that, and then we get to the sex box and you can't really check that one. But that is almost mandatory for you. And we don't check it, but you continue to walk down that aisle and say, we gonna fix this later. Now here we are, been married a year, and he ain't looking at you, and he already know how to run his game. I try to do something on Saturday when I know she got to get up and go somewhere. That's game. He know what he doing. Yeah. He don't want it, but go ahead.
So So I'm going to ask you this as we go out right now.
Okay.
Could he be loving on someone else? That's what she wants to know. And why won't he tell her?
Ain't nobody telling you they loving on nobody else.
Right.
Don't nobody do that. Where they do that at?
Come on,
No, that's not going to happen.
Nobody damn else. Who do that? Don't nobody do that.
Ain't nobody confessing to that.
No.
All right, hang on. We're going to have part 2 coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is, when I want it, he doesn't. We'll get back into it and hear from Junior right after this.
We don't want you.
You don't want to hear from me.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are. We are back in part 2 of the Strawberry Letter. The subject is, when I want it, he doesn't. A young lady wrote in. She and her husband have been together 5 years, but married almost a year. They've had premarital counseling. The only thing they didn't agree on was the frequency of sex in their marriage. She says she's always been the aggressor when it comes to sex. She said it was weird to me, and it was weird to her pastor, who they were having the premarital counseling with as well. And so much so that the pastor offered to have a private session with the husband-to-be so he could try to figure out if there was something in his past that was making him, like this, or holding him back, or making sex unenjoyable for him. What was the issue? But the husband-to-be, the husband now, declined on that. He said he was fine physically. Fine. So the wife is still wondering, what is going on? If she tries to touch him, she gets rejected. Or she said the one thing her husband will do is on Saturday morning when she has to rush out and get to sorority meeting, then he's ready. So she wants to know what is going on. She moved the TV out of the bedroom so there would be no distractions, all of that. She wants to know, could he be loving on someone else? If so, why won't he tell her? Junior?
Don't come to me. This is too personal. Don't come to me. Let me tell you something. I know what the problem is. And is he loving somebody else? That's irrelevant. He's not going to tell you that if he is. So I'm not even going there. My problem with this whole thing is, you too good at sex. You too good. See, I'm telling you right now, because I don't even want to get upset, but he is me.
Wait.
He is me.
Junior, what's going on with your voice right now?
I'm telling you right now, this man needs a support group, and I have one. And it's called We Can't Take It. We meet the last Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. You can come join this meeting with us. We can't handle all of this.
It's too much.
You too good at it. The man don't even want you to touch it. I mean, you too good at it. You can't even touch this man. We meet the last Thursday of every month, 7 p.m. Be there. I'll send you the information. Just give me your email. I'll email you the invitation. We sit up and we confess. Yeah, for the whole. Cause we sit up, we talk about how they do it to us. Kissing me on the neck. We can't do it. It's too much. Cause it leads to everything. We tired all the time. You wearing us out. We cannot take all this and have a job at the same time. She too good at it, Shirley. She too good at it. Okay, I'm telling you right now. What you bringing the ice in the room for? See, we got a dude in the group that confessed that they brought ice in the room. Why is this hot wax in here? All of us have these issues. And you need to be at the group last Thursday of every month, 7 p.m. Come on in here with us and confess.
But she said he was fine physically.
I do the same thing. My wife in the sorority too. I wake up on Saturday, hey, let's go ahead and try something. She said, I gotta go to the meeting. I said, the same thing he going through, I'm going through.
But he's fine physically, Junior.
Yes, we all fine physically. She too good at it. How come every time I'm crying when we finish? It's too good.
I know. You're crying right now.
I'm crying now because I know what this man going through. And y'all sitting up here trying to make fun of him and talking about he need to have a meeting with the pastor. The pastor ain't nothing wrong with me. She's just too good.
But, I mean, she puts in a lot of effort, Junior. She wears her lingerie.
Yes.
All
and you
of
scare
that.
us because you come in the room with we don't do regular sex. What's the pit bull in here for? Why you got the pit bull in here? I can't do it.
So she's too good. That's her problem.
Hey, what you doing with the pineapple? I don't want the pineapple in here. She too good at it. She too good at it.
Problem. Even though he's fine physically, like he told the pastor who tried to help him.
Yeah, he's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. She just too good at sex. She doing stuff he ain't never seen before. And they about to be married. No, you can't have a lifetime.
Yeah,
I know.
Married.
But just understand this, Shirley.
Almost 6 years.
Shirley,
Junior.
I don't care. I'm just telling you, Shirley. We meet on Thursday, last Thursday every month. We got to meet this Thursday.
7 p.m.
Last 7 p.m. He needs to be in here because you got to be around some men who understand you. Forget what that pastor talk about. Ain't nothing wrong with you, dog. She just too good at the sex. That's what it is. Now he ain't got nobody else. I can tell you that now. He ain't got nobody else. She too good at it. But I'm like Tommy. Put that TV back though.
Put that damn
That's
TV
important.
back. Put that
TV
back.
got to go back where it was.
She moved the TV from in front of the bed. She moved it over to the sitting area he wouldn't have any excuse.
Hey, what you doing on the dresser? I don't need you on the dresser. I need you. What you doing? See, it's too much, Shirley. You can't have this type of sex in the bedroom. Man, scared. That's all it is. He just scared. Like the rest of us. Because we meet on Thursdays. 7 p.m. the last Thursday every month. We got a meeting this Thursday. Just come in here. Confess it to us, dog.
Dude, I'm not even sleeping in there no more. I'm sleeping where the TV at. Nah, I'm in the sitting room. I'm not sleeping in there with him. I'm gonna be where the TV at. That's it.
Yeah, dog. Why is
you guys?
No, it's a group of people. There are men who are scared to have sex with their wife because they too good at it.
Well, why didn't he bring all that out at premarital?
You can't tell the pastor that. You got to tell us at this group last Thursday every month, 7 p.m. That's where you confess it at.
Well, the pastor offered, private sessions.
Well, let pastor get with him. Let pastor know what's going on.
Somebody.
She wants her man.
What's these feathers in here
so
for?
What
why
should
you
she do? What should she do?
She should just try to have regular sex. That's it. Don't bring nothing extra in here. Okay, don't do that. Okay.
That's hard for her to do.
Quit being so aggressive.
Like one time, my wife, she wanted to have sex. She slapped me off the top. I couldn't do it. When you get slapped and you ain't ready, slap me and said I love you, and then said take your clothes off. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's too much.
I had to go to the meeting.
That's too much.
Thank you, guys. Hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM. And if you want to comment on today's Strawberry Letter, you can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk after this.
Before we go, Shirley, you tell them when the meeting is, Shirley.
Every Thursday, 7 p.m.
That's all.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
I'll tell you what I got, Shirley. Listen, Tommy, we are less than 50 days, man, from the first NFL football game.
Let's
dog.
go.
We back at it, man. Everybody starts camp today, man. Everybody back into camp today, dog. Season is about to... We ain't got to watch no more cornhole. We ain't got to watch... You know what I watched on Saturday time? I had never seen this, dog. Watch it. Slam ball. Have you seen this?
I haven't seen slam ball. What's that?
It's basketball with trampolines in the floor.
That's the stuff you see normally at halftime at a game or something, right?
Well, something like that, but they actually playing basketball. They got, man, the rules are too crazy. They ain't got 3-point shots. They got 4-point shots. You got 3-point dunks off the trampoline, dog. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
It's a crazy game, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that. You can only dribble one time on the trampoline. You got to jump to another It's way too much. That's why football is back. I'm so glad. Can't do all this stuff here, man. Can't watch no more cornhole. They drinking Gatorade. You ain't even broke a sweat. You just throwing the bag down there. I got to see some football. So we back at it, man. And speaking of football, man, let's just go ahead, man, and pray for Deion Sanders. He had surgery over the weekend, man. 2 successful surgeries to remove blood clots in his foot. Man, Prime, we proud of you, man. College football is less than that time. We about to get into college football. That's about to start.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get some football in here some kind of way, man. Is there any are we buying season tickets this year for the Texans?
I don't know. I just don't want to see another game of lacrosse. I have watched the whole
Can you see that, dog?
Weekend of lacrosse. I have. And I just couldn't sit through no more. I like it. They got some talent. But it's time for some football.
Yeah, I can't take no more. Man, I need to get my wings together. I need to get my jerseys together. I don't know if I'm be a Texas fan this season. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait about 5 games in to see if I'm gonna be a Texas fan.
Why not?
Well, we sorry, Shirley. That's why.
Well, let's talk about another Texas team. How Dak Prescott doing? How he look?
Hey, man, did you hear what Dak Prescott said, man?
What?
He said this season he will not throw more than 10 interceptions this season.
Oh.
That's what he said. Now, he threw 17 last season. He said he's not throwing more than 10 this year.
Okay. Pretty much cutting it in half, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Dak. Come on now.
Now, if they bench him, then he's not going to throw that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You ain't got to worry about it. If they bench you ain't got to worry about throwing interception.
I'm rooting for Dak, though. I am.
Man, we all root for Dak,
I'm a Dak fan, man.
And, already know, football comeback. We already know Cowboys going to the Super Bowl already. They already started. Cowboys going to Super Bowl every season. Already. Every year. They going to the Super Bowl.
We'll see what Kansas City got to say about it.
Yeah, we're going to see what Patrick Mahomes and everybody else say about it. But you know, Dallas going for sure. That's what we do know, sure. That's the only thing I know about the season this year. Dallas is in the Super Bowl this year
As
already.
Spectators.
We're going to see, man. Shout out to Dak Prescott. What's up, brother? Love you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour. Now listen to this, Tommy. One of your biggest fans is reminiscing about the day she met you.
All right, now let's get into this.
Okay.
Here we go. Now you want to be sexy. Come on.
Right after this. That's right, sexy. Uh-huh.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality,
This guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
you can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
How Rude, Tanneritos is the Full House Rewatch podcast you've been waiting for. Each week, get together with iconic characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they team up to relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Get ready for Jodie and Andrea to tell all as they take an in-depth look back at life in and around the Tanner home from the very beginning. So if you think you know everything there is to know about Full House, how rude.
We'll be reliving every moment with you, and we'll be joined by our Full House family, including all your favorites from 192 episodes. We'll reveal the hidden treasures you may have missed within the show, and we'll take a trip down memory lane together.
Listen to How Rude Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, so Tommy, this one is from Simone in Alabama. Simone says, I met my favorite celebrity at a comedy show back in 2010 at the Stardome, and I bought merchandise and waited to get a picture with him. I had no idea that he would blow up and be like on TV, like he is now, and I hate that he never came back to take a picture with me. Is it a way for you to give this message to him and tell him that? Simone says, I met my favorite celebrity at a comedy show back in 2010 at the Stardome, and I bought merchandise and waited to get a picture with him. I had no idea that he would blow up and be like on TV, like he is now, and I hate that he never came back to take a picture with me. Is it a way for you to give this message to him and tell him that Simone is still waiting for his autograph? At this point, a shout out on the radio will do. I just wanted to say I love Tommy and I'm proud of him. Aww.
Wow. Simone.
That was nice. Yeah.
Okay, Simone. First of all, thank you, beautiful.
13
Listen,
years.
Here's what we can do, Simone. I'm coming back to the Stardome. I will be there October 27th, 28th, 29th. I think that is during the Magic City Classic. I will be at the Stardome, so come. I promise you, we're going to get this picture. Matter of fact, I will give you 2 tickets of mine, and you can come watch the show for free, hang out, and I will make sure you get that picture. That's on me. I promise you that. All right, Simone? So I'm going to make sure you get 2 tickets and a picture, and I apologize that I didn't come out, 10 years ago. And,
like 13.
13 years ago.
Yeah. It's going to be so many Simones.
Now, listen now. I need one Simone, whichever Simone this is.
Are you going to remember her, though?
Yeah, we're going to. I don't know if I'm going to remember her face, but I'll make sure I can get her a picture and get a couple tickets.
Definitely.
Right, but Magic City Classic, the nephew is going to be there. That's the last weekend in October. You don't want to miss it. That's October 27th, 28th, 29th, Stardome, Birmingham, Alabama. The tickets on sale. I don't know if they're on sale yet, but call down there. He'll take care of you. That's Bruce. Bruce cool.
Man. All right, Simone, there you go. shout out to your favorite celebrity. She had no idea you were going to blow up like this, Tommy. TV.
Have I blown
that.
up?
Yeah.
I just keep grinding.
Man, man. Do you know I see you on my TV every day, dog? I work with you, man. I got to have you be at my house, dog. As soon as I turn on my Discovery app, I go right to dog. It's you.
Hey, I turn it on. I turn it on to see Uncle Steve on every channel. Like, oh my God, you're everywhere.
He everywhere. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Look at God. Look at God.
Man.
Yep. Congratulations. We're proud of you. We're proud of you guys. All right. We do have time for one more. This one says, I've been dating a man for over a year and he still hasn't let me spend the night at his house. I went over during the day a few times and he always rushes me out of there. I rode by his house a few times at night to see if anything looks strange. It's always dark and quiet. When I ask him about staying over, he says he likes my house better. Maybe he doesn't have hot water or air conditioning. Why can't we stay over there?
That's what you think? Yeah. Hot water? What?
Or air.
Girl, that man wife live there. What is wrong
you think
with you?
His wife might get mad if you spend the night. Yeah.
No, see?
You don't think his wife live there, Jim?
No, I don't think his wife. See, once again, you too good at sex. Once again, the meeting is on Thursdays, 7 p.m. That's why he rush you out of there. I keep telling y'all, there's men like us that are out here. He's scared.
But you know what, man? I'm starting to really see it's a lot of ladies that do these drive-bys, though. Y'all do
what
these
is that for, Shirley?
Yeah. What's the problem?
Yeah, why y'all do that?
Because we want to know what's going on. How will we know if we don't drive by? We're not going to wait for the lies that you're going to tell us.
Let's just say, Shirley, you drove by and saw a few cars in the drive. So now what you finna do?
Oh, see.
See, right
yeah.
now.
See, be afraid. Be very afraid.
That scares us men. That part.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Tommy. See, Tommy, when a man do it, it's called stalking.
Yeah. You knew what I was going to say.
Yeah. When they do it, they just drove by.
Yeah, we just happened to be in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Let me turn. Yeah, make that left right there.
Okay.
So how many drive-bys you done back in the day? You did some drive-bys?
I did a couple. And I did a lot with my girlfriends. A lot. Coming up in about 20 minutes after the hour. Thank you, guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Tommy, you've blown up and everything. Ready to Love is doing well. You're into Dallas right now. Ready to Love Dallas. It's underway. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, Habibi and Tequila is her name. Were sent home. Tequila.
No. They sent home.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
But not before Tequila threatened to beat up a couple of the ladies on the show.
Tequila, she is not, she's not playing with you, okay?
Mm-mm. She had to be escorted out of the room to cool down. What is going on, Tommy?
What did I tell y'all? I told y'all, Ready to Love Dallas? You better buckle up. This thing ain't playing.
Yeah, we were warned. And
Habibi needed to have his butt sent home. He needed that.
Yeah, he was different.
I'm just cussing behind about this girl, mama. You done lost your mind.
Yeah, that was very inappropriate. What about your two wild cards that you handpicked to stir things up with the contestants?
I brought that Mississippi boy up in there. You saw that? You see that?
Woo, that accent.
That's a combination between Mississippi and Dallas together. That's that. Woo! That's that
He's
southern
cute,
flair.
though. He's cute. He's
nice guy. Real nice guy. And the girl she's
love
beautiful.
Love her. She's so confident. She's just like a breath of fresh air. I love her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So will the two new daters, are they going to bring any drama?
They're going to be your favorites for a minute. So just stay tuned.
Okay.
They're going to be your favorites. But it's a few wild cards coming through now. Just stay tuned.
Okay. All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, guys, be a billionaire that has no friends?
Yeah, I'm going with A.
Yeah, we don't even need to know.
You ain't even got to go to B.
Yeah, but go with A.
I want that billionaire, and I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
That's why I didn't win Wednesday, Tommy. That's why I didn't win Wednesday.
Why?
Because if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't know none of y'all on the show. I wouldn't talk to y'all.
I wouldn't talk to Tommy and Monica. Y'all can look at me crazy if you want to. I never speak to y'all.
So much for my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Talk to y'all long enough.
That's right now, Shirley. But put $1 billion in this account. Shirley, I'm sorry, Shirley what?
Shirley who?
Shirley Grapefruit. I don't know.
Shirley Banana? Shirley, you talking about?
Who you talking about? Don't know it.
Shirley Plums.
All right, so would you rather your wife meet all of your exes or your wife gets your phone code? Which one?
I don't give a damn. I don't care. Either way you want to go.
Either way, yeah.
How you want to do this? Which one she want?
How do you want to do it?
I don't care.
You know what, Shirley? I'm going to let her meet the exes. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, you're going to let your wife meet the exes?
Yeah. See, this could have been you, but look who it is. You thought you was it. Oh, my life was over. Oh, God. Look at this.
What's that laugh, Junior?
Yeah. Look at this. Yes, meet the exes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Y'all go back to y'all life. We going back to ours. You still date that guy? No? Oh, wow.
The loser.
Yeah. Guess your life is over after me.
Here we go. Would you rather take nothing but ice cold baths daily, or would you rather just shower once a week?
Oh no, I gotta take that cold bath. That once a week. I'm just gonna look like I'm 12 when I come out that shower, but I'm
not gonna be there. We don't care about that.
But I got to get in that water. I'm sorry, I got to.
What did you say? Was it one of your relatives or your friends used to say I take a bath every Saturday, whether I need
it or not. Whether I need it or not. Trust me, you need it every Saturday. Trust me.
All right. Would you rather your spouse give you directions during sex, or would you rather run the show? Which one? You want to?
No, you know what? Go ahead and give me directions. So you know where we need to go. Go ahead. But we need to get there fast, though. Okay, take the shortcut.
What's the rush?
Exactly. Let's get this over with. What are we doing? We can be done before the show come back on.
Yeah, I really won't be. But that's why I had the meetings every last Thursday.
You want to run the show?
She runs the show in there. And I'm telling y'all don't understand, this man and us, we gonna meet this Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm telling you.
7 o'clock.
Yeah, I want to run the show.
All right, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after, it's our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. It's Las Vegas, it's the 1990s, and it is time to find a husband.
There were 4 Jewish doctors who were felt to be eligible bachelors. One of them was Bob Berenbaum.
On paper, he was perfect, but in reality...
This guy's a wacko. He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Monday. First of all, we got to say congratulations to you, nephew. It's Monday and you're here. Congratulations. Thank you.
And I worked last night and I'm here.
Yes.
Only because my uncle said, if you ain't got your butt at work while I'm gone.
Oh, man.
So thank you for that. And, before we get out of here, you guys hear about this story? Monica, the singer, Monica was performing in Detroit. So she was on stage. She saw a man punch a woman in the crowd. So what? Monica immediately jumped into action. She had the man removed. She jumped into the crowd. She was like, no, this was triggering for her. She apologized to her fans for doing this, but she said this assault was triggering for her. She's on stage watching a man hit a woman, and she was like, no, not having this, not at my show, not on my watch.
And Monica don't weigh about 100 pounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm sure her security came through there.
You know it. Yeah, she had to jump into the crowd after she saw that.
That's bad, man. Any man putting his hands on a woman, you done lost your mind. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's...
And now y'all at a concert. I know what you got out there and y'all done got tipsy. I don't know if it was his woman or somebody he didn't know, but still. You don't hit nobody.
But this is not okay. This is not okay.
It is not.
No, it's not.
Under any circumstances. You know, but we're seeing it more and more. And we have to tell the women, don't hit a man. Do not hit a man. Do not put your hands on him. Do not put your hands on anyone, but especially a man. Don't do that because you don't know. He might hit you back, knock you out. He might do that. So please don't do that. Yeah.
No, but the fact that Monica jumped off stage and went down there to see about it tells you how she feels about it directly.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
It's triggering for her.
Yes.
Yeah. I love me some Monica.
Yeah, I love Monica.
I love me some Monica.
Oh, yeah. She can sing, too. I think she's a great mom, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand, because if you at my show and I see you hit a woman,
ain't no more jokes.
We about to do something to you. You need to get up out of here, but we gonna whoop your ass on the way out this door, though.
Yeah. What are you doing that for? I mean, what is that about? You got to bring her to a concert, to a show, to hit her, and what is that about? Come on now.
Well, that's the part I don't understand, Shirley. Were they together, or was it just two random people in the crowd that got into it?
It doesn't say they were together. It just says he punched a woman in the crowd. She saw a man punch a woman in the crowd. So, you know, they could have been together. He could have, punched a random woman. It could have been a random incident. Yeah. It doesn't.
Whatever
say that's
it is,
all
you're
the
out of
information
line.
we have right now. Yeah.
You know where you see a lot of that at?
Where?
At games. I'm seeing a lot of that because when I turn
aggression.
on Instagram, I'm noticing people having fights at football games, baseball games. I mean, in the crowd.
Yeah, well, you're drinking, and all this stuff, all that mixed up with the aggression, for your team to win, and all of that.
Or whatever.
It's
just not acceptable. That's all.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No.
Come on now. You got to reel some of this behavior in.
I don't even want to drink it again. I got my kids and stuff. I'm watching everybody. I need to be alert.
Yeah, it's different now when you go out. It is very different for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Let's go back to what we was talking about earlier. What's the girl name that
Carly Russell.
Oh, yeah. Carly Russell, yeah. Who said she was abducted, kidnapped after she saw the toddler.
That ain't what we saw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, got it.
In Alabama.
Yeah. But her boyfriend, though, asked us to stop making jokes.
Stop. He's, the trolls to stop bullying her on social media.
That's her boyfriend?
Yeah, her boyfriend said that. Now,
he can go sit his ass over there with Keke Palmer, baby daddy. That's what we got a section for y'all.
It's a section for y'all to sit over there. Cause you can't ask me in time to stop doing these jokes.
We ain't stopping these jokes.
Nah, we not. Nah. See, matter of fact, you the one. You the boyfriend. You the one saying something. Okay? Now, where was you at when all this started?
Ain't he the reason why all this happened?
I think he the reason why all this started.
Yeah.
So why is your ass asking me in time to stop doing this joke? Well, we not.
Why is you speaking of? What is his name?
He doesn't know you guys.
I don't care.
And we'll know
trolls
him
on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, we live on radio, so I don't know what he talking about. We're not stopping the jokes though. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm scheduled to be kidnapped this Thursday. I told y'all 2:30. They picking me up, and I won't be back till Monday.
And have you bought her some new hair? Because apparently she lost
That's how you started it with the wig that was on the ground, Tommy.
Yeah, well, you got to go back and get this wig. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Shirley. That's how we knew it was fake, Shirley. Don't no black woman leave a wig just on the side of the road. I know that's not what happened. Take me back to mile marker 178. Get this wig and let's go.
Is that a front lace? What is that?
Sitting there.
Lace front. Crazy.
Front lace front. It's in the front. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we don't want this one isolated incident, to be the reason that police and authorities stop looking for missing black women when there is a real case out there,
Well, Justice Smollett said, why is she not going to court right now? That's what
we need to know.
Well, that may just happen in the very near future. Yeah, this case is not over. It's still open for sure. She has a second interview to do, all of that. So,
well, they bringing Jussie in for expert knowledge.
Expert witness.
Go to jokes. You guys just won't stop.
Jessie sitting in court talking about, I don't know where her rope was.
I want a picture of her and Jussie together. That's what I want.
No.
Got your mom and daddy up there interviewing for you. They ass didn't know what the hell happened to you. I wish Deborah Lee and Alicia Woods up there. No, his ass wasn't kidnapped.
Well, thank God. We're almost out of time. Please take us home, nephew.
Thank y'all for riding with us. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. In the words of my uncle, talk to God. He would love to hear from you. Until tomorrow, peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Carol Fisher, and I'm hosting a podcast called The Girlfriends. Back in the 1990s in Las Vegas, a few of us dated the most eligible bachelor in town, Bob.
He spoke several languages. He did medical missionary work, and he was Jewish. He was perfect on paper.
But he wasn't. He really wasn't.
He choked her to the point she went unconscious.
Bob could lie about anything.
It only takes the one time and somebody ends up dead.
Unfortunately for Bob, us girlfriends know how to fight back.
I wanted him to pay for his crime. He needed to be put to justice.
I'll be honest with you, if I saw him right now, I'd spit on him.
I would call him and I would say, I know you killed my sister. I will always hound you and haunt you.
You can listen to The Girlfriends on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On How Rude, Tanneritos, the Full House Rewatch podcast. Join characters Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler, also known as actresses Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, as they relive every episode of your favorite Friday night comfort show.
We spent our entire childhoods on a little show called Full House, playing frenemies, but becoming besties whenever the cameras weren't rolling. And now, 35 years later, it's our biggest adventure yet.
Listen to How Rude, Tanneritos on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brian Ford, artisan baker and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. I'm going to help y'all learn how to cook and bake new things as we get to know our guests through their favorite nostalgic meal.
If you are ever at a place in your life where things are too busy or your head gets too big, having a meal like this, it reminds you of who you were and also who you still are.
Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here, host of podcast Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. I've dedicated my life to fighting crime and helping crime victims. For a decade, I prosecuted violent felonies. Every day is a mission. Every day is a chance to stop crime and keep one more person safe. Listen to Crime Stories with Nancy Grace on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.